Hello, Liz. How you doing?
Good morning, Matt from Michigan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Traverse City, all right.
That's right. We're Michigan native. We are so excited to talk to you. It's time for the Final Four night. Last night you got voted off, unfortunately. But, you know, how do you feel it went? How do you feel that you did going out?
You know, I felt like I went out on a really good note. You know, being compared to Nat King Cole and being called brilliant is not a bad way to go. And I feel great about the whole thing. And I'm glad it wasn't like a horrible performance and then I had to leave, you know. So I feel great about it, and I can't wait to get back to Michigan.
Definitely. Now, you've had so much support in Michigan, from the billboards to the viewing parties. You even had Governor Granholm rallying for you. How does it feel to have that home state support?
It feels amazing. You know, I remember like a time, even a couple of years ago where I just like would play little shows for like 10 people and I couldn't get anyone to come see me, and now to come home to such a welcoming state, and everyone's been so amazing in Michigan, and all the votes is just, amazes me, and I can't wait to come home and say hi to everyone, and I'm so thankful.
Definitely. Now, last night you mentioned you were the cat with 9 lives. You know, you've had, obviously, the most emotional journey out of all of the contestants. How are you able to deal with that from week to week?
I deal with it all right. You know, it's like a roller coaster. Some weeks they love it, some weeks they hate it, So by the end of the competition, I just had to get out there and do me, and do what I wanted to do, and what moved me. And My Funny Valentine was one of those songs where I was like, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and even if no matter what happens, so I'm happy.
Now, what for you was the hardest part about the competition?
Ooh, the hardest part, probably song choice. We actually do it kind of fast, but song choice is everything, because there's tons of songs you like. But then there's, maybe it's not the right one for the show, and so that's always kind of a hard part. Like, are they going to like this song?
Now, I want to know. A lot of contestants have been asked, and they won't give an answer. But who are you going to be voting for now?
Ooh, that's kind of a hard question. It's like making you pick one of your favorite parent or something. I love all those guys. I endorse all of them, and I'll be interested to see who's going to go far. I have no idea.
Can we expect to see anything from you in Michigan soon? Are you going to do any performances?
Oh, I might. I might. Maybe when I get back to Kalamazoo, we'll do something for sure.
Now, every week you're given a song, and there are so many to choose from. How do you single out which one you're going to choose?
Usually, if it's a genre, being, used to being a piano bar player, I could play like, tons of songs, so I know a lot of songs. So I usually pick one that I'm familiar with already, and then I just try to make it better. So I'll pick a few and see whatever one feels the best to sing and play.
Now, I know that you are a part of Big Brother's Big Sister, and you have a little brother. I know he must be proud of you. How does it feel, to be an inspiration to not only him, but to kids across the country?
That's amazing. It's like that was one of the best things I did in Kalamazoo, was just give back, and that was always a good thing to do, because, sometimes when you get older, you just start working, and you just, it's like just work and go home, and I wanted to do something else, so I decided to make an impact in a young man's life, and I've been doing that for a few years now, so it's a good thing.
And what can we expect from you in the future? There's a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. What do you think you're going to be doing?
I'd love to get back to the music, get back to piano playing and just singing for the simple passion of music. And I'd love to, I can't wait for tour. I can't wait to maybe put an album together and, go on the road with a band and just, pay my dues in the music industry.
And lastly, what do you want to say to Michigan, everyone here who has supported you and gone through everything with you and been with you the whole way through? What do you want to say to them?
You know what? I want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I read every letter. The support amazes me. It blows my mind. And I definitely cannot wait to come back. And can't wait to come back to Traverse City and play there again.
Well, I know along with everyone else here, is looking forward to seeing what you do next, and we will continue to support you and look forward to seeing you on the tour soon.
Oh, thank you so much, Liz. Appreciate that.
Thanks.